Let's talk about the president and what he had to say yesterday about talks with Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. He says he's open to it, but the New York Times is reporting that the president has also authorized plans for covert operations on land. And as we've been reporting in just the past few days, the U.S. has ramped up its military presence in the region. CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata is joining us now, live from Puerto Rico. Charlie, good to see you, my friend. So what do we know about this Times report about this covert action, the latest military flex, and when we say covert action on land, that essentially means boots on the ground.
Right. So, Vlad, first of all, let's pick apart the report a little bit. And, of course, we got to put it on the New York Times, but it should stand to reason. First of all, President Trump told our Ed O'Keefe that CIA operatives were already on the ground in Venezuela. So it should stand to reason they're doing something there. What do CIA operatives do? Well, they pick out targets, they speak to people, they infiltrate, they engage in back channel talk. So even some of the negotiations that are happening when President Trump says we're talking to the Nicolas Maduro regime, that means that the back channels are taking place, too, because you'll have people on the ground trying to convince Nicolas Maduro the easiest way out. And President Trump and the Trump administration has made clear they want him to go. I mean, there's a $50 million bounty and anything leading to his arrest. So there are many options that the president is considering, and it stands to reason that this covert, hard to call it covert when he says that there are CIA operatives there. It's kind of overt. But that's part of, what the military calls psyops, too, to sort of give Nicolas Maduro the idea that we've already infiltrated Venezuela. And in addition, because we have to remember that ostensibly this is still about drug interdiction, some of those CIA operatives would also be looking at the drug trade. Where are the potential targets that the United States could reach if there were to be airstrikes, or more importantly, if there's to be a ground invasion? What is important about that article, and if those operations are underway, it is not likely when you've got a number of CIA operatives on the ground, they're going to try to exhaust whatever they can that way before they start launching any kind of military strikes, because obviously they would be vulnerable as well because of the situation that we're talking about here, if that makes sense at all.
It makes total sense. Charlie D'Agata reporting from Puerto Rico. Charlie, we appreciate it as always. Thank you.